football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the California Golden Bears, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Bears will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for room. It's Isaac. Gets away from one. He's got space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
His backs are like tackling a dump truck a lot of times. You get them in the open field, and they're so fast, but they're so thickly built, they're hard to get to the ground. And a lot of times you're just like, all right, how can I hang on for help or for somebody to get here? But you could tell they didn't get there fast enough, and those somebodies need to get there quicker for him if they want to get this guy on the ground.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. The short hands. It's Alexis. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They go to the Wildcat here, which looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to pass it. The Golden Bears need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's James. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Morris. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle, it's Morris. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Look out, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line getting set on second down. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Here we go. Brown will throw it. Takes the easy completion. Inside the 25. There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, California.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's James. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Grab near the sticks. It's Sullivan. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
So now it's second and long. Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Gets loose in the middle. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Cal! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gets the back moving. They'll run the toss. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. Ripped ripping through the defense. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Golden Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's James. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack, gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Brown wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Isaac. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying play action. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's James. Oh, a lot of space. It's a running room. The 20. Touchdown, Cal. And the stomping has commenced. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll... over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Got a man. It's Isaac. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Caught over the middle. It's Nimrod. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. And the Bulls look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the 1st play of this drive. Brown will throw it. He's going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack.
35, South Florida, 3.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Number 25, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle.
And down he goes back at the 3.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Pressure coming. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Returner is tackled down at the 36, and your South Florida Bulls will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Going right to work up top. Unloads it left. It's complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved in just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bulls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Goes to the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Brown wants to pass. Gets rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Ernie on the Jets. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on 1st down. Here's a hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On target over the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Brown will throw it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cal! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Cal.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Let's go!
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up.